Hey, welcome everyone. It's Pat Mitchell with TrickTrades here, and in this free video lesson series, I'm going to show you how to hit these setups. This is going to be about all of the setups that we use at TrickTrades, setups that you yourself can use day in, day out to capitalize on basically in day trading. So I'm going to share with you my favorite setups. There's probably going to be about 4, 5, or 6 videos coming up. So definitely be watching for those. So the first one here, I'm going to share with you. This happened on Twitter on Friday. And this is how we've been getting in and out of these stocks basically all week. So I'll get zoomed in here one quick sec. So you always want to wait. You don't want to necessarily play the market open. I know everybody wants to. As soon as that bell goes, you just want to jump in because you start seeing these stocks rip or they shit, and you get FOMO, right? And sometimes these stocks they'll rip and they won't give you an entry whatsoever. Tesla did that to me the other day. That would have been Thursday. I wanted to get entered into Tesla and couldn't because it just took off. It didn't really give an entry. It did give a slight entry off of pre-market level, but nothing really definitive. So we want to wait a few minutes, let these stocks set up for us, right? So then we have defined risk and reward. So how do we get in on something like this with Twitter? So Twitter on the daily chart was looking really good. I was looking for the breakout. I ended up missing this move because I ended up getting into NVIDIA NVDA instead, as well as BABA. And I hit both of those trades for really nice gains. So I did miss Twitter. Twitter was on the TrickTrades pre-market plan of attack, as well as the daily, nightly video watch list, and I missed it. That's all right, though. I ended up taking 2 other trades and hit those for, like I said, some pretty decent gains. So nothing really to get upset about, but this was really, really nice. So on Twitter here, as soon as the market opens, it just kind of flickers around and then it picks a direction. It picks up, right? Now you got to let these things prove themselves to you, right? So it comes into what I call the magic yellow line. It comes down and it comes into the VWAP, okay? Now, it does come down a little bit below the VWAP, but that's okay. It actually bounced right off the 20 SMA. Now, I don't really necessarily use the 20 SMA because sometimes it comes in style and then sometimes it goes out of style. So I don't use it very well or very often. But it ended up holding it really well. I was mainly watching because on the charts that I have, I don't have the 20 SMA on. That's just on this chart. All I usually have is the 9 EMA and the 50 EMA and then the VWAP. That's what I got on my intraday charts. So it ended up bouncing right there. As soon as it starts bouncing like that, take it. Take it, guys. Take that trade. Risk off the next support area, which would have been right here. So you literally you got about 10-cent risk to make the next leg up, which is at least twice, if not 3 or 4 times. So really nice little setup here. And then so how would you manage this trade now, right? So as it pops up, right, once it starts really pushing, pay yourself just a little bit, okay? Now let it come down and let it do its thing and just really watch. You don't need to add into your positions instantly. I see a lot of people, they just want to add. I got to add on all dips. No, don't do that because you need the right dip, okay? You need the dip that is a proper dip to add onto. So it pops up. It ends up holding, right? It keeps holding this 20 SMA, right? It dips down a little bit and pops back up. So once it comes all the way down, this pullback here, back down to the VWAP again, take it, add some more. It's holding, okay? So add to that right there, anywhere in this area, and then you'll have to risk off of, I would set a stop for basically for break even, because you've already paid yourself. You don't want to turn, you never, you don't want to turn a winner into a loser. So set a stop for break even price point, right? So if you got entered here and you added here, your average would be somewhere in probably this area, right? So you would be able to get it to next support level, right? So you would be, that's perfect. That's actually a perfect stop, because at least you know, like you should always be setting stops on technical support or resistance. Don't just set arbitrary stops like a 10 cent. I always hear people say, well, I want 10-cent stop. Well, you can't. It doesn't work that way. It's got to be on technical support. And that's why we only take the best trades. So now that you've added into this, when do you get out, right? Because you want to capitalize. You want to milk these positions, right? So you would want to get out. You might have got out maybe here, but I don't consider this a real proper lower high. You want to get out once these stocks start proving weakness. You could get out right in here on the rest of your position, because it popped up, it pulled back, it popped back up, failed to break highs, so it's looking weak. It'll end up most likely, and it could very well just like taper off and sell off the rest of the day. So I would get out in that area. That's where I would get out. You can always leave on just a little slice to see what it does at the end of the day. It may push, but for the most part, that's where I would get out. So from your entry to your exit, right, starts rolling over here, probably somewhere in there. You would have came away with about $1.65 on your last piece that you took or that you held. So this is a setup that we use each and every day at TrickTrades. And it's funny because when it was coming down, I called the 416 as an area that it's going to pull back and pop on, and members capitalized on this one here. We missed the first one. A few people got Twitter here because I did call out that it was holding the VWAP, but mainly members banked off of this one. So that's the setup number one, the VWAP, the first VWAP hold. I love this setup, guys. I'm telling you, watch for it. These stocks, the best stocks to watch are going to be your Twitter, your Apple, your Baba, your Nvidia, your Tesla, your Facebook, all of those. Now, don't be afraid of those prices, guys. Don't be afraid. You've been lied to. You've been lied to by guys like Tim Sykes saying that, these stocks don't move. They don't move any type of percentage point. All they move is 1%, maybe on a good day. It's not about percentage, okay? With these stocks, it's about range. These things move multiple points. And off of 100 shares, if the stock moves 1 point, that's $100, okay? So remember, as a new trader, you are not a trader. You are not a trader. You are an account builder. Build that account, slow and steady, guys, okay? I'm probably one of the only guys out there that'll tell you to actually take your time. Everyone else in all the other chat rooms, they want you to take big trades with massive P&Ls so that they can screenshot it. It's bullshit, guys. Protect your accounts at all costs. Those are your babies. Quit blowing those fucking things up. So anyways, guys, that's what I got for you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and come check out TrickTrades.com. Adios, folks.